phones, Babylons can't crack the
Yo, what it do, YouTube? B. Kelly back again with another banger. Today's video is going to be about, is Lonzo Ball silencing the critics finally? And I will be answering that question today. Before we talk about his NBA career, let's talk about his one season at UCLA where he balled out. He averaged 14.6 points, 7.6 assists, and 6 rebounds a game, while shooting 55% from the field and 41% from the three. The dude was balling out. Everyone was extremely hyped up for him going into the NBA season because of what he did at UCLA, not to mention the hype that LeVar Ball was giving him. After an amazing freshman season at UCLA, he declared for the 2017 NBA Draft. Lonzo Ball was taken with a second pick in the 2017 NBA Draft by the LA Lakers, and everyone was expecting everything from him. Magic Johnson expected him in the rafters and even said he could be the next Magic Johnson. And LeVar Ball was already saying he was the best player in the NBA. Everything was going against Lonzo. And he was in one of the biggest markets in the sports world. Not to mention, all eyes were on him. He had to succeed or everyone would be disappointed. Lonzo Ball had his fair share of ups and downs in his rookie season with the Lakers. He did not shoot the best, but he really showed that he could be a pretty good playmaker and a pretty good defender in the league. But the media wanted to see results now. Everybody did. All these expectations people were setting out for him, they wanted the results now. They didn't want to wait. So a bunch of stuff went against Lonzo Ball, saying that he wasn't very good. He did average 10 points that season, averaging about 34 minutes a game, but he only shot 36% from the field and a measly 30.5% from the three, while averaging about 7 rebounds and 7 assists a game, which overall, not a terrible rookie season, but he did not meet the expectations. But going into his second season in the NBA, Lonzo Ball would team up with LeBron James, as LeBron James would sign with the Lakers that offseason. And now everybody had all eyes on that team. Going into the 2018-2019 NBA season, all the eyes were on the Lakers. Everyone thought they were going to make a playoff push and maybe even get past the Warriors and make it to the finals, but that was not the case. Everybody was getting hurt, even LeBron, and Lonzo definitely suffered this fate yet again with his ankles. And Lonzo Ball, he didn't get as much production as he really could have had. Yeah, his field goal percentage went up, but all his other numbers went down. Minutes per game, he only averaged about 30 minutes a game. Points, he only averaged about 10. He did shoot 41% from the field roughly and 33% from the three and averaged 5 rebounds a game and 5 assists, but everybody was already calling Lonzo Ball a bust and gave up on him. He would eventually be traded this offseason in the Anthony Davis deal to the New Orleans Pelicans. Going into Lonzo Ball's third season with the New Orleans Pelicans, people were hyped up for this team in the beginning because of number 1 pick Zion Williamson, who wouldn't be hyped up with him, and the young core the Pelicans had. But as we know it, Zion would miss most of this season as of now, and only playing about 15 games, I believe. And in Lonzo Ball's first 23 games this season he played, he only averaged 10 points, 5 assists, about 5 rebounds, shooting 38% from the field and 34% from the three, and 50% from the free throw line. People were already giving up on him, thinking he was just washed up and a bust, including Kendrick Perkins, who literally called him a bust on his Twitter and on live television. But as we can see in this photo, Lonzo Ball since Christmas has been balling out in the 32 games he's played in, averaging about 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists a game, along with almost 2 steals a game and almost 1 block a game, while shooting 44% from the field and 41% from the three and 62% from the free throw line. Lonzo Ball is going crazy with his shot. Also, I got this photo from Legend of Winning's YouTube channel. Y'all go sub to that man. I'll have his link to his YouTube channel in the description box, so check that out and sub to him. To mention, a little after Christmas, Lonzo Ball had an amazing stretch of the season where he was just beasting on people, almost averaging a triple-double and even having a couple triple-double games. And honestly, around that time, that's when Kendrick Perkins apologized for calling him a bust. A lot of people have. And the media is finally starting to take notice of his new shot, and he's looking like a completely new player this season. And ever since around Christmas time, he says this is the healthiest his ankles have ever felt. And even in the beginning of the season, his ankles didn't feel 100% healthy. And now talking about this season, he's played 56 games, averaging about 32 minutes a game, averaging 12.4 points, shooting 41% from the field and 38 from the three. Not to mention the 6.2 rebounds he's averaging and 7 assists a game. To me, Lonzo Ball is finally silencing the critics, and the critics are taking notice of his new shot. Honestly, he's shooting a lot better than some elite three-point shooters this year, like Devin Booker, just to name an example. Not to mention, honestly, I think Lonzo Ball's season so far has been very good, and he's proving a lot of the haters wrong. Also, I think him and Zion are going to be a lethal dynamic duo together in the league. It's very unfortunate that the coronavirus has ended the season so far and postponing it, because we might not get to see that team in a playoff push again, because they might start off in the playoffs. But this team in the future, people gotta watch out for the New Orleans Pelicans, man, because they are coming for some heads. I know the Nuggets got a young core, but this team, they could come after the Nuggets, honestly. This young core could be one of the best in the NBA right now, and their future is unprecedented with how much success they can achieve on this team. It is scary how good this team is going to be. Lonzo Ball and Zion Williamson are going to be lethal together. And I mean lethal. All in all, I do think Lonzo Ball silenced the critics. And I think him and Zion are going to be a lethal duo, and I think they'll both make All-Star games pretty soon, especially both of them together. And I think Lonzo Ball is slowly climbing up to the expectations we had of him coming into the draft and post-draft and going into his rookie season. I think he has slowly done it with Zion and improving his shot overall with the shooting coach for the Pelicans. And don't be surprised if Lonzo Ball is an all-star player or most improved player in the next season or two. And my final thought is that the media and all of us put too much high expectations for Lonzo. He was only 19 coming out of UCLA. And yes, he didn't meet them immediately, but sometimes you gotta wait for a player to meet expectations, especially ones who are only 19 and not seasoned vets at all. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. Remember to smash that like button, turn them post notifications on, and subscribe. B. Kelly out.